Hello everybody, I know this is awkward. Thank you very much for coming. My name is KyleP. I am a history major at Columbia College and I am taking this course as a requirement to graduate. But I'd also like to improve my public speaking skills. Today I'm going to be talking about the strengths and weaknesses that I have as a public speaker and on ways that I can improve on those moving forward. So I have some strengths as a public speaker. I have a strong acting background. I have been acting for 14 years. I began in community theater doing small local productions. When I was 13, I began working professionally in a regional theater in North Carolina. And since then, I have moved here to pursue that professionally for the last 7 years.
Okay.
I moved to Los Angeles in 2009. I've had parts in numerous short films, student films, and plays, and I've taken many performance-based acting classes. Second, I am the Director of Education for a voice-over casting company. So as part of my job, I give monthly presentations on enrollments for students. And those presentations are actually done in front of the owners of the company, and I'm required during those presentations to be able to answer all sorts of questions on the content and all sorts of stuff like that. Additionally, I also address groups of students, new students at the beginning of their class. I give overviews on business agreements and business procedures and what they're expected to do at the studio. Lastly, my mom says I'm a natural, friendly person who enjoys being in front of people and that I have a natural charisma and an attractive personality. Being the center of attention is, I'm not uncomfortable being the center of attention. It's never scared me. That being said, while I have numerous strengths as a public speaker, I also have some weaknesses. Those weaknesses, first, I often don't prepare for the presentation of my speech. I tend to wing it rather than practice. I rely on that natural charisma rather than on my preparation. Second, I tend to avoid making eye contact on specific points. I think that has something to do with being insecure about the points that I'm making rather than being confident in taking the feedback that you're giving me and going in stride with that. Finally, I tend to squint when I talk. It's like the James Franco smile. Throughout this course, I plan to make some significant improvements on that public speaking. So first, I can do that by just taking preparation seriously, by practicing my speech in front of the mirror before I give it. I could also make eye contact consciously on specific points. And lastly, I can try not to squint so much. However, I think if I'm making that specific eye contact, that the squinting will diminish. So in conclusion, I have a natural talent for public speaking given my performance background. However, there are areas that I can improve upon, specifically my preparation, which will ideally help with my eye contact. To improve, I'll make sure that I practice before every speech and make sure that my points are clearly communicated. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a good evening.